Alex, now I'd like to know, if you don't mind, about the El Paso forward drop. We're not talking about football here.
That's right. Right. Good question. El Paso has a forward drop. It's relatively new. It got created 6 years ago. And the way that it works is now an officer can freeze their retirement and technically retire. And every month that they stay on the department, their pension payment goes into a bucket of money. When they really retire, can roll over into an IRA and take it as a drop payment from their pension.
Okay, so what would be the advantage to doing this, and maybe a disadvantage?
I think there's only advantages to having a forward drop spike, because all you're doing is accumulating more and more money over time that you can capture in a lump sum. So let's just say, for easy math, an officer has $4,000 a month in pension. He saves it for a year. That's $48,000. He leaves it alone for 10 years. That's $480,000 that he can roll over in a lump sum and have liquidity, do whatever he would like with that money.
But I think what you say is that oftentimes you see people take this lump sum payment. You're like, great, we got a planning tool we're going to be able to use. And then where do they normally put it?
In El Paso, they almost always put it in their deferred comp. I think that's a big mistake, because there are so many other things that you can do with your drop payment that have just much more flexibility, have more earning capacity, have more guarantees. There's so much more things that are available. They just don't know. But officers, they talk to each other and they do whatever is in safety. So I absolutely tell them, do not put their money in.
Well, and I want to be fair about that, because I've been thinking about this. We've done this entire video series. I think they go to each other for advice because they realize the outside firms, which is the world that I'm more familiar with, they don't really understand this information. You have a specialty, Spectrum Advisory Group. This is what you focus on helping these kinds of retirement plans with police officers. I'm sorry, the big box firms, those ones that are on stadium names that you see or commercials during the Super Bowl, they don't understand exactly what to do with these deferred comp or even what the forward drop is.
Yeah, you're right. What we do is a niche market. You've got to be very familiar with the culture of what they have when they retire. They retire a lot earlier than most people do. And unless you understand how all this dynamic works, I don't think you can understand their financial needs. And, working with me, I've been doing this for over 28 years now. I know their pension inside and out. I know, how their mind works, which is even more important because these officers are very conservative. And I think working with Spectrum Advisory Group, with myself, dealing with a company that really loves and has a passion for it, I think is important. I think that puts me in a different category of taking care of their money.
Right, right. And I think, as I know, because I've met several people from your office, you actually have retired officers who work in your office, so you constantly have a rapport and a conversation about what really goes on with these plans.
Absolutely. One of our core values in our company is they do have to have a passion for law enforcement, period.
So if somebody's going to think about taking the El Paso forward drop, when is a good time to talk to you? What's a good time frame to start talking to you about?
I think when they're getting to retire within a year, now you can get really good pension estimates and you can start discussing what the options are, because I think it's really nice that you discuss all the options that are available, so when they decide to retire, they know what they're going to do. They don't have to start guessing at that particular time, which is a stressful time anyway. If you come within a year, we can start talking about it, and with all the facts that you're doing the right thing with your money.
All right, thank you very much. If you are thinking about taking the El Paso forward drop, please talk with an independent financial advisor who knows how to help you with the retirement planning on this. Someone like Alex, someone like the Spectrum Advisory Group. If you would like to do that and come in with your own private consultation, all you got to do is click on the link below or call the phone number, schedule your own appointment.